Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Terra Nil, where the full game is now available, link in the video description below, which does now mean that we can dive into a brand new region, and I am very excited about this one. So if we just fly our little eco ship over there toward the top of the world, we are heading into the polar region, so expect ice and snow and cold. The biomes we've got to restore are Tundra, Lichen, Kelp forest and forest, and I like the sound of that, that's quite exciting. However, what I think is way more exciting are the animals that we can discover, particularly that one there, because I would say that is the unmistakable silhouette of a penguin. We can have penguins. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that we get penguins onto our little bit of restored polar region there, because penguins are brilliant. Penguins are wonderful. They're one of my favourite animals up there with bees. So we're going to make sure that we get some penguins, but also some of the other animals look quite good as well. I think that might possibly be a polar bear. That is, of course, a penguin. Not quite sure what that is. Don't know what that one is. That looks like a wolf. Not quite sure what that one is. And that one there is a reindeer. So we could potentially have penguins and Rudolph, which is wonderful. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let's get on with it, shall we? Get your thermal pants on and we'll go polar. Okay, so what's going on here in the polar region? Geysers and lava flows make this region perfect for geothermal power. You'll need to melt the polluted permafrost in order to clean the ground beneath. Solar amplifiers will help increase ambient temperature and melt the snow. Okay, so we're going to have to clean the ground up, but it's covered in polluted permafrost, so we have to get rid of that first. Okie doke. Begin by using seismic detonators to cause fissures to erupt, bringing lava to the surface. Use geothermal plants and solar amplifiers to melt the snow, allowing you to clean the ground beneath. Detoxify the polar ocean, as it is also a source of life. Okay, so sort the ground out, sort the sea out, and we've got all sorts of new exciting tech. Seismic detonators, solar amplifiers, geothermal plants, okie doke, all sounds very good. And also one of the animals that we couldn't work out what it was from their silhouette might possibly be a narwhal. That'd be exciting. Hello, Mr. Narwhal. Hopefully it is. I'd like to get one of those in as well if we could. So here we go. Let's go and see what is happening. So come out of here. It looks all very barren like we'd expect. Right, there's the little eco ship. And we get ourselves 1,000 lovely leaf points. Right, okay, so we've got some kind of natural fissures over here. What's that? What is that just there? Building husk. Okay, so there was a building there once, but now there isn't. Kind of like building ruins or whatever. So there's a kind of a fissure there, and a fissure there. There's quite a lot of those. It looks like we might be able to get quite a lot of power out of these. So is that what goes on there? Well, that's a seismic detonator. Uses resonance to excavate a small area, will cause fissures in range to erupt. Ah, right. Okay, so that is what we have to do. So we want to melt some of this snow out of the way, I think. Which means, or the ice, whatever it is, the cold looking stuff. So that means that we have to put these down. How about then, there's a lot of nothing over there, isn't there? That might be quite tricky to do. How about we start over here, look. This bit here looks like quite a good place to sort of figure out what we've got to do with these, because I'm not fully on board with what we have to do. So if I put that, hang on, if I put that just there, what happens? So that whooshes in, doesn't need power, that sort of exploded. It made a big hole, but nothing else happened. Okay. Hang on then. Causes fissures in range to... Oh! That wasn't in range. Ah, okay, right. That's a little bit of a problem. Is that going to pour out down here now? Okay, so if we put that one... Hang on. Put it over this side then. So if we put that just there, that's within range. So if we do that, that's going to go boom. That thing is then going to erupt. So we've kind of taken the top off the fissure thing there. And then some lava is going to spill out. It's making new tiles over there. Okay, so it's kind of acting a bit like water. It's filling up the little kind of river channel things. Okay, and it's still going, crikey. Okay, right, and now that thing looks really angry. It looks very cross. A magma, what is it? A magma vent. Red hot magma. And the temperature's gone up a tiny little bit there, which is okay. What's that toxicity? Ah, okay. Do we want to bring that down? I imagine we need to reduce that a little bit. Okay, so we've done that. So we've got ourselves the toxin scrubbers like normal. They look like they're going to work on that land there. And we've got the irrigators, which work as we'd expect. Solar amplifiers. We did have one of these, didn't we? We had a solar amplifier on the temperate level. It just kind of does a great big kind of sunbeam laser thing and then sets stuff on fire. And then we have, what's that? The excavator. Okay, Right, so yes, it can dig a new kind of channel type thing. Okay, so how about then we go... it only fills the gullies up, doesn't it? Hang on, so we might need to put one of those just, say, there. So put one of those down there. That can go boom, make a bit of a gap. And then if we go like that and put that there, I'm not sure if this is the right use of these, but there we go. So we'll activate that thing. That can generate some lava, and that can pour all out around here. That can sort this ground out over here. Look, right, okay. So that's got, what type of ground is that then? Like charred ground. What's that? Ashy nutrients. Lovely. And that's wasteland. Okay, so that is polluted snow. So do we then... We haven't got any power for these. Okay, so now, there we go. Geothermal plants have appeared because we've now got plenty of lava around the place. Okay, right, that makes sense. I get that. Could we possibly just put another one of those things, say... oh, hang on. Maybe we want to get one up here so it runs downwards. Possibly we get something up here. Hang on a minute. How about we just put one like that for now? So we can go just there. It can go boom. And that thing is triggered. That'll start pouring lava out everywhere. And that'll be quite good. Okay, right. So, geothermal plants provides electricity and melts snow in a large area. Ah, okay. Interesting. And they have to go right on top of the lava. They can go anywhere, though. They can go literally in the middle of the lava. Not quite how that works, but okay. It sounds good. So if we say put one, I don't know, there, that's going to clear up quite a lot of snow. Okay, so where do we put these? This is tricky. This is the trickiest level so far because we can't just plonk things directly onto the ground. We kind of have to sort of clear the ground first. Let's put one there. That seems like a good place. Right, so it's cleared all that out. That's very good. We do have to be a little bit aware of our points because at the moment we're getting nothing back, of course. We're not restoring anything. So if we could just get that one little bit in the corner, that would be fantastic. Oh, that's irritating, isn't it? We can't get that one bit. That's a bit of a nuisance. And there, that works well. Okay, so put that there. So another power plant goes in. And then we've got all that ground there. So then if we say we'd like a toxin scrubber, does that fill that area up in there? So if we say, yes, please, clear all that out. The ground is then going to go all lovely. That's very nice. We've brought the toxicity down a bit, which is wonderful. And then, of course, we can put an irrigator in and we can do some irrigating. Okay, so if we then say, oh, yeah, look, we can't do anything there. We can't do anything here because it's all on polluted snow. We need an excavator. I think we possibly need to get one of those in to dig a channel out that way, look. And then we could put a power plant in the middle, possibly. What if we just put one of those in? It's going to make a bit of a mess of things for a while. Have I put that the right way? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. It's a great big bullet. A bullet bill goes out that way. Okay. And then I think, yeah, that's perfect. We can put one of those into here. And we'll put it... I know, there. That'll do. So that'll clear all that out. That's really good. Right. Okay. So get a toxin scrubber up here, possibly. Yep, that'll do. And put one down here to clear all that up. Wonderful. Okay, so now we need to do something to actually get us some points back because we're looking a bit low on points. So how about then we get one of those going across like... can we do anything like that? That might work. Yeah, so put one of those in there. That's going to go whoosh. Okay, and it's a slightly different colour. It's a bit paler. It's a little bit pale. Oh, hang on. There's a bit in the middle that we didn't get. Oh, botherations. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Where can we put that? Let's put that there. That can then turn that ground into lovely stuff. Wonderful. Right, and then we'll go over here. And then can we put another one sort of over here, possibly? Like that? That might work out okay. We'll put that there. Right, there you go. We're getting some points back. That's very good. And then we can put one over here. Hang on a second. A bit like that. Bring it more over this way. A bit like that. Okay. So it goes whoosh. We get some lovely points. Back up to 670. Only 14% greenery. Yeah, that's it. In terms of the scale of the map, it's not that good, is it? There's not much green happening around here. I will give you that, actually. That's fair. Oh, hang on. What have we got there? Cloud seeder. Combustor. Oh, hang on. What's that? That just appeared. Dehumidifier. Pulls water out of the surrounding vegetation and area to lower ambient humidity. Do we want to lower humidity? Okay, so snow melts higher than 0 degrees. That would be handy. That would be quite useful. In fact, hang on. Are we making our life a bit more difficult here? Do we want to get some more lava around the place? If we get more lava, then the temperature's going to go up, because lava is hot. I'm aware of this. I'm no geologist, but that's how lava works. So possibly, if we get, say, that just there, that'll blow a big hole into the world. Then some lava will come out. The temperature's on -2. So if we get the temperature to, say, 0, that might start the snow melting. Yeah, look, so it's getting rid of that over there. We've got a fissure there, and one over here as well. But we're going to need to dig a bit of a channel for this one. How about then we put one of those going out toward the sea, possibly. That might be quite useful. So if we put one like that, that's going to blow a big hole in the map. That's fine. And then put another one there. That can blow another big hole in the map. But that can then fill with lava. Okay, so fill that up. The temperature is now -1 degree. So come on, give us 1 degree. Over here, hang on. Here could be good. Oh yeah, if we do it there, actually, it might run down. Yeah, if we put that there, look, that can blow that up and it can run down here and fill that up. And look, there's a little kind of magma waterfall type thing, a magma fall. Okay, so it's got to be greater than 0 to get the snow melting. Okay. Or you can pin them. Oh, there you go. I don't know. You could do that. Right. So greater than 0 is what we want. Okay. So can we get one final bit? There is a vent over there. So do we? Hang on. Blow that bit up. How's that going to work? If we take that out, it's going to make a big hole. We'll put one there. We'll put it there. That goes. Boom. The lava comes down. And look, the snow is melting. Okay, the snow is melting. It feels like a bad thing to do in a polar region. I'm sure we're going to put snow back in and such. Right, okay. That makes it a little bit easier, so we don't have to clear the snow. Possibly we should have done that first before doing all this kind of stuff. But okay, there you go. You live and learn. Right, so now we can get these things set up. So we'll have one of those there. And then can we have that one just there? And that fills all that up with lovely, lovely usable soil. Then we can go like that. That's going to cover quite a lot of it. Yep, put that in. That is wonderful. We get a load of points back. We don't need that pinned anymore. What else do we want? Fungi and forest. 40% humidity. Icebergs forming. We need colder than 0 degrees. Okay, yeah, we're not going to get all of these, are we? We're not going to get all of these. And then snowfall begins. I assume at some point we're going to stop the lava. Once we use it for our power purposes, we're going to kind of, make it go very cold and turn it back into rock or whatever. Because at the moment, it doesn't look very polar, does it? This looks like not a polar region. It looks like a volcano. Right, so 23% greenery. We need a lot more greenery going on. Maybe we could target over here, look. That's quite good. So if we say put that around here, that's going to be in the middle. So that should cover. Can we sort of tuck it over there maybe? No, it's got to all be on the thing. Put that there then. So that's going to be a great big load of power. And then we can say pop that in down here. In fact, yeah, we're not doing too much with purifying the sea, are we? So if we put that there, look, drop that in. That's going to purify the sea. That gets us points. That's good. And then we kind of make sure there's one over here covering all those gaps. So there we go, make that nice and lovely. Then over here, have another little bit like that. And then another bit down here. And again, can that one cover the sea? Can we cover, hang on, where's not done? Just there. So if we can cover that bit, that'll be perfect. So yeah, like that look will do the job. So that'll fill in all those gaps there. And another lovely clean bit of ocean. And then we just, hang on, got a bit up here. But we do need to get some more points. Hang on a second. If we pop that just there, then we can put one of these around. So put that down there. Can we get that down there? Yes. Okay. So that'll fill that up. I just think we might as well make the most of these while we can. So if we put that one, say, on that side just there. And then, I know we're running out of money, Kelp. It's fine. I know. We're going to sort that out right now. We're going to sort that out at this very moment in time. We're going to do this, look. So that's going to cover more, I think. 120, 325 we're going to get from that. But if we do that, that covers more up down here. And it looks nice. So 123, thank you. So that comes back in. We do some irrigating, 35% greenery. Then we do the same thing again. Point that one to there. 114 points for that, but it fills that bit up quite nicely. Money ticking back up, 42% coverage. Then we go up to here. Possibly put that going sideways, a bit like that. Bring that down. That's covering 119. That's pretty good. 119, we'll take that. Splosh. Okay, so we're doing some good work in terms of green. We need to work over here then, possibly. Although our money is looking not as much as I would like it to be, but never mind. Can we get something over here? Is that powered? Can we just grab a quick 47 points? Is that as much as we're going to get? Possibly. Yeah, okay, do you know what? That's fine. Get us 47 points, please, because we might as well. There's a tiny bit of coverage. That's quite good. Right, so now I think we need to go over here and do similar sorts of things. So pop ourselves a power plant down just there. Then get these things in. In fact, yeah, put that right on the edge. That can purify a lot of the sea, which is good. So there we go. Lovely clean ocean. And then we'll just work our way round here. So put that one as far away as we can get it, I think. So just there will do. The game will no doubt start going, oh, be careful. Yeah, we know game. We know game. We're all right for money. We can muddle through with it. And then one sort of over here, like that. That's quite good coverage. And then we could get one in this gap here, look. Just pop one there, and that's going to fill that whole bit up. Right, and then we can do the same thing again. So let's just turn it round like that. In fact, it might be better if it goes that way. So that's 100. We've got a bit up here wasted. There's a bit up here wasted. Hang on, I'm not happy about that. We could get some stuff up here. So put that there. Put that potentially around there. We might be able to get some more coverage over there. Then can we get one over here as well? Yeah, okay, right. So now we do need to start putting these down. So hang on a minute. I know, game, I know. Right, so if we put that a bit further, what's that going to do? 61%, 62%, 63% coverage. Yeah, we'll take that. So that's good. Gets us some money back. And then do the same sort of thing again, but just there. That's okay. That's a good amount of money coming back in. And then we do the same over here. There's a bit of a pattern forming here. So we do, hang on, that's 91, 94. 94 is, 93 is good because it covers those two little bits there. And they should be covered up. And then we've got a bit over here. Still only on 70% coverage of green. We're going to have to cover everything, I think. Have we dug too many holes? There is a big bit down here which we haven't done. There is a big bit over here. I mean, yeah, do we need to get another power plant in down here, possibly? Is that what we need to do? Let's do that bit down here, look, because that's going to be quite good. So we can get one of those in. In fact, can we put that sort of down there? And then put another bit on this side. And that's going to purify that quite well. Okay, and we've got the sea nice and clean as well, which is good. And then we can pop that in possibly at a bit of an angle, and that might cover quite a lot of stuff. 65, 72, where was 72? Just there. 72 looks good. We shall have that, thank you very much. Right, okay, so up to 81%, that's quite good. That little bit in the corner there did help out. And then it's just up here. It's all over here, look, hang on. Yeah, what do we do with these again? Oh, hang on. We've unlocked another thing. We've unlocked a flash freezer. Freezes surrounding vegetation and liquid to lower atmospheric temperature, can form ice in clean oceans. Okay, that's how we bring the temperature back down once we've done all this. Okay, and that pulls water out of the surrounding vegetation to create lower ambient humidity. Is that what we want? Let's get this goal done first. Let's get that done first, and then we'll start fiddling about with humidity and such. Okay, so put a power station over here. That should be okay. And then we can just dot these things around, I think. We can just throw these things around quite liberally. That will do. We'll have one over there, please, to cover that bit. We'll have one over there to cover that corner. Can we get one over here to cover that bit? And then we'll have one here to finish. Hang on, where's done over here? So that bit just there should be okay. So all that should now be ready pretty much. There are a few sort of tiles there to be turned into a lovely, lovely, lovely soil. So if we manage to work this okay, 90%, 88%, that's 107, 114 money points, leaf points we get from that. So do that. That's up to 89%. Oh dear. How are we going to do this? I think possibly we made too many holes in the ground. That's going to be 95%. So let's drop that in. That's good. And then, okay, hang on. No, we're on 98% if we do that. Okay. How else can we position this? 97%, 98%. Oh, crikey. Okay, right. Hang on. Put that in like that. That can get us up to 98%, was it? It's 95%. Oh, okay. That's not done quite as much as I thought it might do. There's a little bit down here that we could possibly fill in. That might be okay. That's all lovely soil. So maybe can we fill that in? That might be worth doing. Oh, hang on. Can we put one of those around? No, it's too far away. It's too far away. We could put one of those here. Look, and it clean the sea a bit. It would clean the sea. Can we get a power station thing in? Can we get one of them in? Yes. Okay, put a power station in. Lots of lava pouring over the side. Then we can put one of those in, like that. That's going to clean the sea up a bit, which is lovely. And then we can put one of those in, and it should go in a line. 100%. Crikeys. Okay. It said 100%. Now it's on 99%. That's because it's not. Oh, now it's on 98%. Game, you're fibbing to us. Okay. We need to eke out a teeny tiny bit of land. We need something. Where can we put some green? Where isn't green enough? How about over here somewhere? There's not enough green in that bit. So let's put that there. That does get us some points. Oh, there you go. Because we did the water, we've sorted it out. Okay. That probably was not the best way to do that, but never mind. Next, increase biodiversity by growing tundra on the highlands. Start fires to create ash on which to grow forests. Freeze lava flows to create rock fields, to grow lichen, and use monorails to create kelp forests in the ocean. Okay, so we know how to do the monorail thing. Okay, so how do we go about doing this? There's all sorts of new exciting bits and bobs. Oh, look, it's got snow on it. That's wonderful. Right, so monorails, arboretums is nutritious ash to create forests. Can only be built on a burnt building husk. Okay, so the forest could do with going up here, possibly. Although, can't see a burnt building husk. I know we have to set fire to the buildings. We've got to destroy them ourselves, haven't we? Hang on. So if we build up here, for example, a solar amplifier thingamajig, put one of those in, and then go, yes, I'd like you to... Hang on, target invalid. Oh, can they not set fire to... Really? Start a fire here. Why can't they set fire to the... Hang on. Start a control burn in nearby tundra. Oh! Right, hang on. I've got to turn that into tundra. How do I go about turning it into tundra? Creates tundra in range. Okay, hang on then. Let's turn that into tundra. That might be helpful. There you go. So the crystal dome is there. That's going to turn that into tundra. That's beautiful. Look how pretty it is. Oh, that's really nice. And now we're going to set fire to it. Sorry, tundra. Okay, so, yeah, just there will do. Let's use a great big laser beam thing, and we shall set fire to the tundra. And it'll burn some buildings down as well. That one has been remarkably resilient. Okay, so we can get some forests up here now. So a little bit of forest is going to appear. But do we want to possibly get a bit of forest there and a bit over there? Also, how do we deal with this here? What do we do with that? How do we make the lava not lava anymore? Radial excavator excavates a large ring around it. Okay, don't want to necessarily do that. Igneous heat sink cools lava in range. Okay, so if we put that there, that's going to make that... Hang on, that's going to make the ground not lava-y. But will that destroy the power plant? Is that going to ruin the power plant? Because we need the power plant there to provide power. That's what they do. Okay, hang on. Do we need to get another laser thingamajig set up over here? So go yay laser, and then just sort of start a fire just there. That's fine. So blast that. That's all going to be set on fire. We lose some tundra because we just burnt it, but that's okay. And then we go to there and we put another thing onto here. Right, so that should be 2 lots of forest. So one just there. I'm going to lose 18 points for that, but that's okay. And then minus 43 for putting that down there. That's a bit of a nuisance, but never mind. It's helping go to our boreal forest counter over there. And then, do we put that there? Put that there. Let's see what that does. That might be a terrible decision, but it's... Okay, it's turned it into many rocks. Many rocks. That wasn't what I was expecting. Okay, hang on. How do we do the Lichen thing? Where's the Lichen thing? Create 31 more rock tiles. So that's all going to have to be Lichen. Okay. Wasn't kind of expecting that to happen, but okie doke. Where else can we put some forest? Possibly again over here, maybe? Just chuck some forest over there. Okay, hang on a second. We need to turn it into lovely ground. So there we go. Do that. It becomes really pretty. That's wonderful to look at. And there is quite a lot of... We could do that over here as well, actually. Hang on. Why can't we put it there? Why can't we put that there? Is it too near to the other ones? Is it too close to one over here or something? Why can't we put that there? Hang on. I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. Can we put that, say, there? Put that in. It won't do anything. That's fine. Just whooshes some water around. But can we then turn that into a thing? No. Creates tundra in range. Must be able to turn an irrigator. Tundra will only grow at sufficiently low humidity. Oh, and high elevation. Oh, it's got to be up at the top. Ah, okay. We put the forest at the top. Hang on. Can we put tundra there? Right, okay. Yay for tundra. We'll put some tundra here. Possibly we shouldn't have put the we shouldn't have put that there. Maybe we shouldn't have put all the stones there. It's fine. We live and learn. Right. There's plenty of tundra. There's no lichen, no boreal forest, and no kelp forest. So I think, yeah, we need to get that. Possibly even put that there, look, to get all that turned into tundra. And then can we burn this bit? So just anywhere in the middle, that'll do. And pick that up, start a fire there. So that'll blast all that. Set fire to all that. That can then become a foresty bit. So that's going to be quite good. Is that finished doing its thing? We actually get some money for that one, which is quite nice. 32, 33, 16 for that. We'll have 33, please. So that's going to be an awful lot of lovely trees. Very pretty, sort of snow-covered trees. Very nice. And then over here, set fire to these bits. I'm really sorry, Tundra. I don't feel good about doing this, Tundra. I don't want to set fire to you. Right, just there will do. Not going to be much to burn over here, but hopefully it's enough to get us through, possibly. We'll have to see. Okay, so put that, say over here, minus 47, 45, 43, 37. That looks like our best bet, so put that in. Right, that is enough boreal forest. That's enough lovely kind of, snow-covered trees. Bit of a volcano-y bit in the middle, but that's okay. Tundra. So where can we put the rest of the tundra? So hang on. We put it there? No. That's already got one on it. This bit's raised here. So could we possibly get another one of those things, sort of throw it into here, and go, there you go, hang on. That ground's not done. Can we do something with that? Can we sort that ground out? Put one of those there. That's okay. Then put one of those, hang on, I can't tell the angle it's at. I think that's the angle we want. So put that in the middle, possibly, like that. That'll irrigate all that ground. That's very nice. And then we can turn that into one of those. And that will be some lovely, lovely tundra. And in fact, that's enough. That's plenty of tundra. Now we need to create some more rocks. And then also get some kelp forest in. Okay, the rock thing was there. Igneous heat sink. Cools lava in range. So if we cool all of that down there... That's a bit close to the thing over there. Hang on. We're just going to press that button and it's going to cool the lava in range. Okay, so nice and cold. Plenty of rocks. So now we've got an algae greenhouse. creates lichens on rocks in range, were moved via monorail into clean ocean, creates kelp forest, must be built on an irrigator. Okay, I see. So we put that there. That is then going to cover all of that in lovely, lovely algae lichen stuff. Oh, and that's really pretty as well. That looks good. Oh, it all bubbles around. That's very exciting. Okay, that's only 17% coverage, though. That's not very much. That's not very good at all. We don't have anywhere to put one up here in this massive amount of rock. Hang on a minute. It's got to go on an irrigator. We'll just sort of shoehorn one in just there. There we go. Oh, look. Yay for the irrigator. And then come back here. Put one of those in. That's a lot of rocks. It's a lot of algae points going in. That's good. That's good. And then there's a few over here. Have we got an irrigator thing over here? Don't think we have. Maybe then we could do this somewhere else. Could we, I don't know, fill that bit up? Could we put one of those in over here? Look, that could be quite good. Fill that up with rocks. We'll see if that works. There's a thing there. There's a thing. There's one there. Here, look. That'll do. That's 15. That's not many, is it? That's not much in the way of rock. Over here would be quite good for it as well, but there's no irrigator. Where's going to be the best place? Maybe over here, look. Hang on. Can we get one of those? Can we put it there? That's going to get rid of all of this lava here. Nice and cold. Lots of stone. That's good. And then we can say, yeah, that's only 5 points to us, but it's quite a lot of lichen going in. That's handy. And then can we put another one here? That covers a few more rocks. Costs us some points, but that's okay. So some more rocks go all kind of nice and mossy. And then we could, just to make the most of this, just shoehorn one of those in there. Just chuck one in. Doesn't do anything. Put that there. That is pretty good. Okay, now we have lots of lichen. And then we have to take this and put it into the sea. So we need clean ocean to turn it into a kelp forest. Crikey. So we got anything which can help? Oh, we've got butterflies. Yay. Oh, hang on. If we made it very hot, migratory birds would return. Moisture. Oh, yeah, that's quite tricky. These are quite tricky things to do. So use the surrounding water and ocean to encourage cloud formation and increase ambient humidity. Why would we want lots of humidity? Okay, if we up the humidity, we could get moss on rock faces. And we could get fungi in forest as well to give us some points. Yeah, so if we put a cloud seeder down, if we just pop a cloud seeder on some rock that isn't used for our lovely stuff. So if we just go, that's going to use a load of water. So 14. So what's that done? Moss on boulders. Okay, so we've made it quite humid, but it affects tundra growth. Okay, snowfall begins when it's going to get very cold. So I think we're supposed to have done some of the temperature ones first. I kind of feel like we're not going to get the migratory birds returning just yet, because we didn't make it warm enough initially. Botherations, never mind. That's humidity and temperature greater than 15 degrees. Is that something we want to do? That lowers humidity. That freezes things. That forms ice. So that's going to bring the temperature down. And that is going to increase atmospheric temperature by setting fire to things. Okay. We could potentially make a great big load of trees somewhere and then destroy them. We could go, yeah, a load of trees just here, and then set fire to those trees. Would that be a silly thing to do? Because setting fire to the trees is better for the temperature rather than setting fire to the grass over here. So that might help us get ivy. It's not going to help icebergs. We'll get that when the temperature comes back down. So we might possibly get some ivy. We might get the birds returning. And moss on rock faces is... Oh, hang on. If we just get a bit more humidity, we could get that. Hang on a second. Hang on. Where's the humidifier thing? Cloud seeder. Yeah, how can we put that? Where can we put that? That's not going to do anything because it's not near the water. There you go. Plus 9%. Because I pop that over there. We've now got moss on rock faces. And we get a little kind of prize for that. Okay, there we go. Little reward. That's quite helpful. Right. So how can we do these then? that's going to need way more humidity, but also temperature. So we're going to have to set fire to stuff a lot, up to 15 degrees C. We need 13 degrees C temperature. Okay, I think what we do is we get that bit there set up as a forest. So we have to make it... Oh no, can we? Can we set that up as a forest? I'm not entirely sure we can, because I don't... Oh no! It's too humid. It's now too humid for tundra. So we can't grow any more tundra. Ah, so we can't get the temperature up. Hang on, could we just drop one of these in around here anyway? Plus 5 degrees, plus 6 degrees. Okay. So we could get the temperature going up a little bit, but not too much. Okay, is there anywhere else better which would help us get the temperature up slightly more? But I don't want to cause any kind of grand devastation to our trees and stuff that we've already got done. Let's have a quick look around. Okay, that place there might be quite good. The temperature goes up by 5 degrees C, and it's not going on to any of the tundra. So that could be quite good. So I think let's get that down. That's going to set fire to all of that stuff. Boom. Temperature is now up to 7. So if we can do that a couple more times on different places. I mean, that's another 2 degrees. There's not much around here. That's 5. Potentially we could put that there. That's 5 degrees. Yep, okay, that's another 5. So we'll do that. I'm determined to get the temperature up. I'm determined to get the birds coming back. So now we just need another 3 degrees. I mean, that's 6 degrees, but that will set fire to some of our tundra. And I think as well, we have destroyed some of our lichen. We're on 90% lichen. Okay, right, hang on. That's not very good. If we put that... Oh, that's going to set fire to stuff that we like, though. We need 3 degrees. There. 3 degrees. Okay, put that down. That means, boom, the temperature is now 15 degrees. It's got to be greater. It's greater than, not equal to or greater than, Penge. Literally, your job revolves around doing stuff like that. Okay, hang on. Plus 1 degree. Let's pop it over there. So now we've got that in. I like these sort of ticking these things off because it makes sense because they're there for a reason. So ivy overgrowth is humidity greater than 70%. Birds, there they are. There's the migrating birds. Hello, birds. So now we need to put down a lot of these things to try to get humidity up to 70%. Another 13% required. Okay, can we find a good place for these? 13%. Yep, that'll do. So do that. That's going to be good. 66%. One more of those should be okay. 10%. There we go. So now we've got that sorted. So the rest of it, icebergs forming is just to do with the whatever that is, toxicity level and the temperature. And the temperature will come back down. We'll put ice and stuff around. Fish is toxicity. Snowfall is temperature. Humidity and toxicity, and aurora is toxicity. Okay, right, so we've just got to get rid of the toxic stuff, which I think is going to be more about the sea. So I think possibly, if we put that there, look, that can cure a nice big bit of the sea. That's quite good. Where else can we put anything out in the sea? Can we get anything near the edge? That's sort of okay. Pop that over there. That might sort a bit of ocean out as well. Anything over here? Oh yeah, there. That's good. That's a load of ocean nice and cleared up. That's lovely. Anywhere else? How about over this side? Can we do anything over here? No. And we've got rid of the lava over here, so we can't put that back. Bother. We could put a little bit there. Or possibly, yeah, that might clear up a tiny bit of ocean, but not too much. Okay, never mind. So we've got to put the kelp forest back in the sea now. Hang on. Can we get one of those there? Yes, we can, but then we can't build another thing over there because there's no ground. It's just the sea. Okay, no, we can't do that then. Never mind. We haven't got anything to build a bit of ground, have we? Like the sandbank thing we had last time. Haven't got that. And we do need to get some more algae. We need some more algae. We need some more sort of lichen-y things. That would do it. I think putting it over there would do it. Unless, what if we put down another one of those things to cool that lava down? Yeah, let's put that there. So put that in. That's going to turn that lava into rock. So rock. And lichen. Has that got lichen on it? Is that licheny? That might do it. There we go. Right. Up to 110%. Okay, that's good. Happy with that. I don't think that has lichen on it by the look of it. I don't think that's licheny. We haven't got a thing to... We haven't got one of these sort of irrigator things. Right. Okay. Now I've got to figure out how to get the kelp forest sorted, which I imagine is going to be quite complicated. So hang on a minute. What do we have to do? Monorails into clean ocean. Right. So we've got to get a monorail set up so we can then put them near to the sea. Oh, crikeys. Okay. There's one there. So we've got one there. So if we then... Hang on. So if we then put one of those on there, it's going to cost us a bit of money right now. We can do that, though. And then we can go, okay, I'd like you to move that and put it just around here. 23 points. Okay, so drop that in and we'll see if that's how it works. So that's going to go in there. And then it's going to create some lovely kelp. Very nice. Look, we can see the kelp under the water there. Very lovely. Right, can we do that kind of similar thing over here then? If we just put... hang on. Can we just put another one down where that one was? Yeah. Okay. Pop that down. Turn it into a kelp thingamajig. Lovely. Get that. Pick that up. Put it over there. Okay, so that's going to go over there. It goes green. It seeds some kelp. Everything is lovely. 50% of the way through in terms of kelp. There's some birds. Hello, birds. Oh, that's exciting. How about then down here? There's a big bit of sea over here. I kind of feel like we should possibly use this bit over here. So could we get a monorail thing set up over here somewhere? So we could put one there. And then can we get another one anywhere? Not really. We can put one over here, look. They're connected up. That's okay. And then could we pick up... hang on. We need to put one of these down. Pick that up. Put that... Whatever. There. That'll do. Don't really care. It's not going to do much. It's going to sit there and look nice. We're going to put that there. Then we're going to click on that. Then we're going to move it. So put that out. That's 52 points that we get. Oh, crikey. That is enough kelp forest. Okay, that was quite a surprise. Use your monorail system to recycle your buildings. As you do, introduce polar fauna back to the land and sea to keep the ecosystem in balance. Okay, I think now is the time for the penguins. Although, we might possibly have to get some of the stuff as well. I don't know what that is. That is... I mean, yeah, what's that? A tusk-bearing whale. Yeah, that's a narwhal. That's a narwhal. Hello, Mr. Narwhal. Swims in cold ocean waters and under the ice. Now, we haven't got any ice yet. We've not done ice. So, hang on. We need our observatory thing. We'll put that there. That'll do. Yay, we can do that stuff now. Right. How do we get ice? Where was the ice thing? That there. Freezes surrounding vegetation and liquid to lower atmospheric temperature. Can form ice in clean oceans. Okay, so if we put that around, say, here... That's going to drop the temperature quite a bit. Yeah, okay, so if we put that there, look, that's going to make that all cold. Okay, temperature comes down. We need to do a bit of cleanup in terms of toxicity. I think over here is really grim, isn't it? That's really polluted. But would snowfall help with that? Do we need to get the temperature down? Would that help sort the ground out? Is the snow going to sort of purify things? And icebergs would help as well. So now we need to put down lots of flash freezers to drop the temperature. So, okay, that's another -5 because that's all cold. We're on 4 degrees C. Can we get another one of these in? That's -5 degrees. Okay, icebergs are going to form. We can see them forming. Snowfall is another -4 degrees. Okay, where can we put that? There. That will do. That is snowfall beginning. Oh, and look! It's happening now. It's snowing. Oh, it's really pretty. Yay, a little bit of snow's coming down. Oh, pelagic fish. I don't know what they are. And yeah, look at that. The snowfall is like the rain on the other levels. It's sorting the ocean out. We've got loads of lovely points coming in, which is wonderful. The horrible sort of polluted ground is being purified. That is wonderful. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sit back, and just kind of wait for everything to take place. We're going to wait for all the ocean bits to get cleaned up, and we're going to wait for all the sort of ground tiles to get nice and tidy as well, and we're just going to wait for as much pollution as possible to get washed away, and we'll sit back and watch our lovely leaf points pile in. Oh, we've got beautiful aurora lights going on. Okay, yeah, this is brilliant. This is a really good region. I like this one. Right. Okay, there is still a bit of kind of volcanic activity going on, but I think a lot of it, they're just natural vents. I think a lot of it now with the snow has cooled down. They've turned into rocks and things, which is good. Right, so with that done, I think, yeah, look, with big bits of ice coming in now, we're still getting points coming in. Let's have a look around for some animals. So hang on. Narwhal. So, yeah, possibly under there, look, there's ice there, maybe in that bit. What was that? Sufficiently low temperature. Oh, do they need it to be even colder? Narwhals, crikeys, okay. Okay, right, penguin. Penguin. Put a penguin search there, please. We've got penguins. Oh, look, hello, penguins. Oh, yes, we've got penguins, and they're doing the penguin waddly walk thing. Okay, I mean, that's it. We're done. Game of the year. It's got penguins in it. This is brilliant. There's some birds going by. Okay, so one of the 3 animals is in, and it's the best one. We've got penguins. I'm genuinely very happy. Oh, that one's like on its front, crawling about. Okay, right, hang on. That is... What's that? Near a source of prey? Oh, no. It's snowy territory next to the ocean. But do we... Oh, no. Do we put... This could be bad. Do we put a polar bear next to the penguins? I'm not entirely sure I can do it. Hang on. What about Rudolph? This herbivore searches beneath the snow for edible lichen and plants. Okay, so if we just put you, say, there, is that okay? So you've got lichen, but the other thing we haven't uncovered. Because there's no snow, I imagine. Okay, what about there? There's both things there. Okay, so hang on. In range of snow. Okay, there's not enough snow. Right, okay. That's fine. Oh, here. Okay, what about there? That might be quite good. Now there's not any lichen. Oh, crikeys. Okay, down here. Is that okay? That is now plenty of lichen, but not enough snow. We need some lichen over here to get reindeer. What's that? Strigiform roosts in boreal forest and soars over the open tundra. We'll just put it in a forest then. Okay, yep, forest is good. The other one is bad. Needs tundra. Okay, what if we do that? Put it in the middle between the two. It's a snowy owl. Oh, we've got an owl. Okay, that's really good. There it is. There it is, soaring around the place. Okay, then we've got a wolf. And then, yeah, the narwhal. It's not cold enough. It's not cold enough. Okay, can we make it a teeny tiny bit colder using the coldinator? Can we make it even chillier? It's -6 degrees C. There we go. Another -5. It's now incredibly cold, as you would expect from the pole. And then we'll go here and we'll do a scan for a narwhal. We'll put it just there. Is that okay? Yes, it is. We've got a narwhal. Right, where is it? Oh, that one is in the sea. Unlike the whale last time where it was doing something weird. And there's little tiny ones. There's the fish. Okay, so we have our 3 animals. Could we possibly get more? Could we possibly get some more? I'd like to get... I don't really want the predator ones, because I don't want anything to eat the penguins, if I'm honest. I want the penguins to remain alive. Nothing's going to eat you penguins, don't worry, unless a narwhal gets particularly peckish. So wolf and polar bear might not appear. However, we must be able to get a reindeer in. We must be able to. It needs to be near lichen and near quite a lot of snow. So, I mean, okay, hang on. How about there? That's kind of near lichen and snow. Is that going to be enough? Not enough snow. Okay, do we have anything that can make snow? Is there a snow making machine? I mean, it is snowing right now. If you could cover it in some more snow, that would be useful. But, I mean, do we just wait for a bit? Is that going to become snow at some point? I'm not entirely sure. Right, so it stopped snowing, and as you can see, I have been very busily scanning for reindeer, and we've had mixed results. We've done 10 scans now, and each time we've either been lacking the lichen or the snow. However, there is more snow over there now since I last scanned. So could we possibly pop that in the middle? Okay, there's enough lichen, but not enough snow in that location. So if we just then say, so that was, where's that? There. So if I push it up by 1, there's lichen and snow. That's not enough of either. Okay, hang on, push it across a bit. Is that going to be enough? Now there's not enough snow. Okay, hang on a minute. Push it up by 1. Now there's not enough lichen. Okay, there is just ever so slightly not the right amount of things over here, which is a little bit of a nuisance. Unless, hang on, what if we just scanned, say, there? Does the tundra count as snow? No, I don't think. Or does it? I don't know, actually. Hang on. There's a massive load of tundra there. If we put that there, yeah, I don't think it counts as proper snow. So yeah, if we put it there, look, there's a tiny bit of snow. But yeah, it's not quite right, is it? We can't put it up there because, yeah, there's no snow. Right, so it's not picking up the snow that's on the ground. It's got to be particular snow tiles like that. Okay, maybe we might have to wait to get reindeer. Let's maybe think about doing some recycling. So let's put the big thingamajig in the middle. We'll stick that bit next to it. That's exciting. Okay, so now we need to get our kind of sort of recycling network set up. So if we put that, where can we put that? So we don't have to build all the way out. So we pop that just there. That's going to hoover up a load of things. That's very good. Right, hang on a minute. We need our network thing over here. So we can put that going out to there. And then we can have one coming out to here. Oh, the penguins have moved onto a different bit of ice. Oh, I'm very happy. Yay for the penguins. And then we can go over here. There's quite a lot of rock around, which is quite useful. There are many, many rocks around the place. That's all connected up over there. That's really good. That's going to connect up quite well. Oh, no. What about over here? How are we going to get that bit? I don't quite know how we're going to get that bit. We'll put that just there. So let's bring back all of this stuff. There's some terrible wiring going on there. Look at that. Oh, dearie me. Some shoddy wiring work. So put that there. And then put that one up there. And then can we get rock in there, so a thing on there, sorry, a recycling, no, not recycling point, a monorail point, that's what I meant. And then we'll leave that. Let's bring all that back. In fact, hang on, can we get some over this way as well? That's going to connect up. That connects all those up. That's perfect. The Aurora thing is really pretty. And then we'll have one over there. And then we'll have one coming up here. And that should clear out quite a lot of stuff. So if we then go to here and say, okay, recycling node, that's going to grab so much stuff. That's going to be really, really efficient. So that's already on its way. And then we can put another one out there. And then another one there. And that's going to grab all these things. Okay, so we've picked up a bit over here. So, yep, looking nice and organised, nice and tidy. That's looking better. Tidy up after ourselves, 15%, 19%. Boop that one. Then come over here and recycle some of that stuff. That's a good load of stuff. More penguins. There's more penguins. Right. Okay, and get this one out here. Boop. 26%, 28% now already done. That's really good. I like the monorail system thing. It's really efficient. So if we say go out to there. Hang on. Might have to come out to here. I'll go to there. Look, actually. Go to there. Let's wait for that one to make its way all the way along, because it's quite a long way away. So it can make its merry way over here. And we'll see what that grabs. Is it going to grab that other node? Is it going to grab that? I'm not entirely sure. We'll see if it picks that up. Hang on. So it's going to go to here. So I'm going to go, oh, bang on, put the brakes on, and boop. Right, okay, only gets rid of the node that it's on. Okay, so get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one, which is going to bring back a lot of stuff. Then bring back that one. Then get that one. I like this. Then get this one. I like the tidying up. I think it's really good. It's a lovely idea. Right, then that one. And then that one. Okay, so we're sending many, many little things out to do many jobs, but they're just going to bring back loads of stuff, and it's going to clean this entire side of the region. So that's gone, that's gone, they're going to go. Snow is coming in. This is good. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Can we possibly get some reindeer now? Hang on a minute. Sonar results. Oh no, because I've got rid of the... got rid of the observatory building again. Hang on a minute. Put that there. Now can we go and do this? Hang on a minute. Can we please get some reindeer? There's snow, but not enough lichen. Oh, because that's not lichen. That's not lichen. That's just rock with moss on it. Okay. hang on then. So could we push that up a little bit? Can we put it, say, there? Is that going to be enough? Not enough lichen. Okay, hang on a minute. Move over to the right. Is that enough lichen? Still not enough lichen. Okay, hang on a minute. So put it there. Is that enough lichen? But now it's not enough snow. Ah, dearie me. 'Tis a silly thing. There. There. That's not going to be enough lichen, is it? It's going, yeah, it's not. Oh, crikey. Right, okay. We need to snow again. And we need a tiny bit of snow around here. Or possibly some lichen on there. How did we get the lichen? It was one of those things, wasn't it? Must be built on an irrigator. Is it? Can we just put an irrigator down? It won't have any power, but can we just put it down and just make this work? Oh no, because if we do, we might have to build all the way back over. Hang on, we'll wait for it to snow again. By the time we finish fiddling about with this, it will have snowed again. And maybe there'll be a little bit more snow over there. That'd be quite good. So, right, now we have to connect all this stuff up over here. So, let's begin at the top, shall we? So, begin over there. And then come around this way, possibly. And then go also a bit over there. Come along in this way. That can grab quite a lot of stuff from over there. That's pretty good. We'll have one there. Come over this way to connect it up a bit. We'll have one coming back this way. Got so many points, it doesn't really make much difference. We'll have that one just there. And then we can bring it down here to connect all that up. So like that. Pop that in like that. That connects all those up. And then we just need to bring it across and over to here, look. And then it's fine. So, okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. In fact, this side isn't done yet, is it? Right, so over there as well. And, yeah, let's get the little kind of recycler thingamabobs in. Go to that one incredibly far away. And, yeah, go to that one and go to that one. So we'll let them get out there first. And then we'll see how it looks. But I think we should have pretty much everything sorted out over there. But let's wait for them to pop over and do their recycling. Here comes the first one. So, boop. That one is done. Boop. That one is done. And boop. That one's done. So already, with that done, we're up to 70%. Right, so head out in that direction then, please. We'll clear those ones up. So that's good. Going to grab all that kind of stuff. Then we'll head to there. And we'll head to there. So that'll clear those out. The only thing is... hang on. I'm clearing these, but I haven't come down here yet. Hang on. Slight technical error on that one. It's fine. We'll just put a thing in like that. It's fine. There we go. Good stuff. Right. Nobody noticed, Penge. It's all fine. Right. So how are we looking over here? That's looking very nice. Got rid of 81%. Right. So do that. It's snowing again. Can we have more snow over here in this general area? I want to put a snowman around here and then also get a reindeer. That would be lovely if we could. I know we've got 3 animals, but I want 4. I want reindeer. At the start of this video, I said we could have penguins and Rudolph, and I'm determined to have penguins and Rudolph. There is a bit more snow. There is a bit more snow forming. Give us penguins and Rudolph. Yes. It's an elk. No. It's a reindeer. That's what it is. It's a reindeer. I'm saying it's a reindeer. It's Rudolph. We've got Rudolph. Okay, 4 animals out of the 3 required. And yeah, the wolves and the polar bears are going to eat things. I mean, yeah, it prowls the tundra. Oh, hang on. They might go quite well there, though. A wolf. Okay. Oh, it's an Arctic fox, not a wolf. Okay, they're in. Is it worth just getting a bear? Is it worth getting a bear? 1, does it snowy territory next to the ocean, near a source of prey? Near the ocean. There's not really anything over it. The only thing near the ocean is the penguin. Hang on. There's stuff over here. Hang on. Put a thing there. What does that do? So, it's outdated already. Hang on. It's near prey. It's not near the ocean, not near another thing. Snowy territory. Okay, hang on. So what about there then? It's outdated each time. So snow, ocean, elk. Okay, so it's not near enough ocean and not near enough snow. Okay, this could be quite tricky to do. So if we put it over there. No, that's not near enough snow. Okay, right, hang on. This is going to be quite difficult to do. There's a lot of snow there. Okay, maybe we can't get the polar bear in. Let's carry on recycling. Hang on. Let's go get these final little bits. And I think this might be it. The final little kind of monorail things are being destroyed. And there we go. We are ready to take off. And we've turned this from a fairly rubbishy place into a really lovely place. There are birds and trees and mossy rocks and lichen and little kind of plants going on. And we've got an owl. There are many owls now, I imagine. And there's all sorts going on. There's butterflies, little butterflies over here in the Tundra meadows, looking very pretty. There's a very beautiful aurora going past. That's really nice. It snows. Got ice out in the oceans there. The oceans look very clean and tidy. The only thing we didn't do is get that final animal. And now we can't do it because we've got rid of our sort of animal detecting machine. But do you know what? I think that's okay. 5 out of 6 is not too bad at all. When the requirement is 3, that's quite good. So I think we've done a really good job. I think maybe we didn't do it in perhaps the best way at the very start, because I don't know what I was doing with the sort of, the lava thingamajigs. But I think, yeah, we've muddled through and it looks okay. It looks quite nice. I like how it looks now. It looks very pretty. Got lots of different bits going on. And of course, lots of animals. And yeah, where are they? Where are the penguins? We've got penguins, which is the best thing. Look at them, just being penguins, waddling about the place. It's brilliant. And there are lots of them. There's penguins here. There's penguins there. I mean, that's kind of it. But I know there's penguins over here. They've made their way over here as well, having a little jaunt on the land as well as the ice. So I'm happy with that. So I think we can leave. Here you go, little eco ship. Let us take off. And we can go away knowing that we've done a good job. We can rest with a job well done behind us, because I think that is pretty impressive. It looks very good. Only a few little kind of rubbishy looking bits where buildings were, I think. And then, yeah, well, look, that bit's all sorted. When it snows again, that'll be covered in snow and it shall be lovely. Wasteland reclaimed. It is lovely to behold. We fly away in the eco ship, and there we go. Another region claimed and restored back to nature. Oh, and look at that. That's our best region so far. 66% restored. That's not too bad at all. 63% for tropical, and only 51% down in temperate. But we didn't really know what we were doing with that one. We possibly should go back to that and make it rain. If we'd have made it rain, that score would have gone up quite a lot, because there were quite a lot of tiles that we didn't get round to because we didn't make it rain. I forgot about the climate stuff, so that could be a bit better, but I'm quite happy with that. I think that's looking pretty good. So the big question, what's coming up next in the final region of the planet? Let's go and see what it is. The continental region. Okay, what's that about? Biomes restored, lagoon, bamboo, sunflowers, and deciduous forest. Okay, sounds very intriguing. And in terms of animals, can't quite work out what some of these are. That looks a bit like a turtle or a tortoise or something like that. That looks like a flamingo or something, possibly. I'm not quite sure. Don't know what that is. Hang on. Bamboo. That's a panda. Okay, yeah, we have to have pandas. That is some sort of bird. Not quite sure what that is, and I don't know what that is. A sort of a primate of some kind. Okay, this is very intriguing. So continental is the final one, but each region does have another kind of thing on it. So I imagine if we then go to continental and sort that out and get a good score, it'll then start unlocking other things. Because at the moment, we've got River Valley in temperate and then something locked. And I don't know what that is. And each region has got another locked bit. So possibly we do need to kind of revisit things and see what we can do with that. But I think, yeah, for now, we'll finish things up. We've done a pretty good job over in Polar. We got some lovely penguins in and some other animals as well. But the main thing was the penguins, of course, because penguins are wonderful. So I think, yeah, we'll finish up for now, come back next time and take on the continental region. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time in Terra Nil. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. I really hope I don't have to send children down into coal mines or whatever, because I would feel like a terrible person. Hello, robot, and I shall call you Alan. Still some homeless people, still hungry people, still sick people. Okay, if you try and reach London, you will end up frosty and dead. Great big human lollipop.